Hello VC, what's going on? It's me, Will, and yes, I'm finally back with a new video. And I know it's been forever since the last time I did a video, but and I hate to make excuses, but I just been super busy with other things and just life in general, so I haven't really been able to make a new video in a very long time, but I'm trying to get back into it. Honestly, I haven't been very active in the VC lately. I have been watching your videos, but I haven't been commenting too much. I'm trying to set up some time so where I can actually watch a lot of your videos and comment back. Because there's a lot of really good content in the VC in the last few months and lots of great new members in the VC as well. So I'm trying to get back into it, and hopefully soon I'll be able to make more videos and also comment in a lot of your videos as well. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to come back and first of all say hi to everybody in the VC again. This is gonna be a very special video, at least for me and for Green Day fans, because it's gonna be all dedicated to the Longshot. And in case you're wondering what is the Longshot, I know a lot of the Green Day fans out there already know about it. It's been a while since it was announced, but the Longshot is essentially the side project, or the newish side project of Billie Joe Armstrong from Green Day. And he announced this side project earlier this year. I would say maybe in March or April of this year in 2018. And initially he kind of announced it in Instagram. He wasn't really very clear on what the new project was going to be, and he just put in some hints out there saying that he was going to release some new songs from the Longshot. And of course all the fans went crazy right there, and they were wondering what it was going to be, because he was really not very clear about what the project was going to entail. Later on, of course, he announced the new music, the new project. To everybody's surprise, he did not get together with the other band members of Green Day, with Trey Cool and with Mike Dirnt. He just decided to get together with Jeff Matika, which is one of the touring band members from Green Day, and with two other guys from a band called Prima Donna, I believe, which I was not very familiar with that band at all before the Longshot was announced. And I think he released a couple of new songs back in March or April timeframe, including the song Love is for Losers, which is a great song. And then later on he, or I guess the Longshot, released a series of EPs, or digital EPs, where they came up with a lot of really great new tracks as well as some cover songs. And a lot of those songs were actually previously released by Billie Joe Armstrong for one of the movies that was released a few years ago, where Billie Joe was actually one of the actors in the movie, called Ordinary World. And a lot of new songs, some cover songs as well. And yeah, great new songs, great EPs that were announced. And then later on they announced a tour where they were going to go to some of the cities in the Northeast, as well as some cities in the West Coast. They were not going anywhere close to me here in the Southeast in Atlanta, unfortunately, but they were going to several places that were fairly close to me, like in DC and some places in the Northeast. So I was kind of thinking about going there and taking a trip, especially if it was for a long weekend. And I did. I actually went online to see if I could get some tickets, because the tour was going to be focused only in very small venues, considering the popularity of somebody like Billie Joe Armstrong from Green Day. He was actually going to be playing in really small venues. In DC he played in a venue called the Black Cat, which is kind of a smallish venue. And in Baltimore he played in the Autobar, which is a really small venue. More about that later. Yeah, when he announced that he was going to DC, Baltimore, especially, which was also during the weekend, I decided I'm going to go on a trip, because the last time I saw a Green Day side project, it was back in 2008, I think, when I lived in Austin, Texas, and they played there with, or the Green Day band members played in with the side project called the Foxborough Hot Tubs, and it was absolutely amazing being there in that show. It was an amazing concert, just being so close to the band members, so close to Billie Joe. Great energy, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go on a trip and I'm gonna go see the Longshot in Washington DC, and actually I also got tickets to go see them in Baltimore, so I was gonna spend the whole weekend watching the Longshot. So yeah, that was a few videos from the Longshot playing live in the Black Cat in Washington, D.C. And as you can see, it was absolutely bonkers. It was crazy. The fans went nuts. The band was super energetic, very into it. Smallish venue. It wasn't as small as I thought it would be because everybody announced that it was going to be small venues. The Black Cat's not really that small. I would say at least this stage was kind of medium-sized, but it was, considering somebody like Billie Joe, this was a super intimate venue compared to what he's usually known for playing in like big arenas and big stadiums. And here you gotta give it to Billie Joe Armstrong, and his character and his personality. And this is a guy that doesn't need to play in these venues. He doesn't need to go with a new band and play in small venues. He already has a really popular band. He plays in massive stadiums, in massive arenas. He doesn't have to do it. He just does it because he thinks it's fun, because he wants to get close to the band, to the fans. And he actually mentioned that during the show, in the beginning of the show. This is one of the things that really I remember from the show, where he said, this is how it's supposed to be. A small venue, people just getting together, everybody just singing all the songs and getting so close to the band. He just said, this is how it's supposed to be. And that's one of the main things that I remember from this show. And the show was just amazing. They played almost all the songs from the new album, Love is for Losers. Including, they played Love is for Losers, the lead single of the album, twice, at the beginning and then also at during the encore. They also played a couple of cover songs, one by the Ramones, of course, one by the Replacements, one by Ozzy Osbourne, and also one by Green Day, which is a song called Stay the Night. A really great song, especially when they extend the bridge or the verse at near the end of the song. It's just a great song. Yeah, like I said, super high energy show. Everybody was just jumping and singing to all the songs throughout the whole entire concert. If you've seen some of the videos that I will show you throughout this video, you'll see at some points I was able to get really close, or somehow close, when I was trying to get into the pit, and then later on I just went to the back because it was just too wild, too crazy in the pit. But anyways, fantastic concert. The show was just incredible. And then at the end of the show, Billie Joe just said, everybody get on stage, and everybody that was in the front everybody got into the stage, and everybody started just rocking with the band. It was just an amazing experience. And that reminded me a lot again of that concert of the Foxborough Hot Tubs back in 2008 when they played in Austin, when I saw them play in Austin. It was very similar to that, where everybody at the end got into the stage and got to hang out with the band and just rock out to the songs. It was just a really awesome concert. Let's check out some more videos. So yeah, that was the Longshot live in Washington, D.C. And this was back in April of 2018. Great show. And then at the end of the show, I was thinking about it. This is a small venue. I might be able to go back to the back area of the venue to see if maybe Billie Joe comes out and maybe he signs some autographs, or he takes some pictures with the fans. And so I went back there. And there were a few fans initially, then more arrived, and we were waiting for a long time. I think we waited for at least a couple of hours there in the back of the venue. Eventually some people left because it didn't seem like anybody was going to come out, but eventually Billie Joe actually came out of the tour bus or the backstage area, wherever he was. And for somebody like me that has been a huge fan of Green Day, a huge fan of Billie Joe, was absolutely incredible experience to be able to meet Billie Joe, to get so close to him, to shake his hands, and it was surprising to see how down to earth, how friendly he was to everybody that was there. There might have been like maybe 50 or 60 people out there, and he shook everybody's hand, he hugged everybody, he talked to everybody, he signed everything that people would give to him. He was just super friendly guy. He just started conversations like a regular guy. You could see that he really wanted to be there, that he honestly genuinely wanted to be there and hang out with the fans and get close to the fans and get to know them as well. And of course I had to take my picture taken with him. I'll put it right here in the video. And yeah, it was I was completely starstruck. I could not believe that I finally meeting Billie Joe after being a fan of him and Green Day for so many years, actually so many, to a couple of decades at least. It's my favorite band for a long time, really, so I was completely starstruck and excited to meet him. So yeah, that was the concert in DC, and then the next day I took the train to Baltimore. I also got tickets to go see again the Longshot again, and this time in the Autobar. And this venue was very different compared to the one in DC. It was a very interesting looking venue. It almost looked like a really small basement with a balcony, which was really weird. But this one was really small, and it was definitely a very intimate venue. There were no bad places to stand, really. You could be in the back, you can be in the front, you were able to see everything from the concert from pretty much any spot. The concert, as far as the music, was very similar. They played almost the same set list, although they did change a few things near the end, and they played all the songs, or almost all the songs, from the new album. The same, I think the same cover songs except one. I think they played a different one. I can't really remember, but near the end they played the song Devil's Kind, which is a great track by the Longshot. It might be my favorite song by them. Instead of playing Love Is For Losers second time, they played that one. And then yeah, a fantastic concert again. Is similar to the one in DC, where people also were able to get in the stage and near the end of the concert. I was actually able to take a few pictures from right there, and it was really funny because the pictures that I took, I posted them on Instagram, and they were actually reposted by Adrienne Armstrong, which is the wife of Billie Joe. She actually reposted her in her Instagram, so that was really funny. And yeah, I got lots of great comments on that picture in my Instagram. It was really fun. It was just great seeing everybody, all the fans, especially the young ones, being up there on stage with somebody like Billie Joe, just rocking out, just being on stage, having a good time. And Billie, of course, was super friendly there in that show too. I did not stay after the show, and I didn't go to the back area of the venue after this concert because I felt like I was really tired at that point, and I just didn't know for sure if he was going to hang out again, so I just decided to go back to the hotel and sleep after another great day of full music. But yeah, the show was great. I actually picked up a couple of things there at the concert. I think one of them I picked up at the show in DC. This is the 7-inch single of Love Is For Losers, 7-inch picture disc with the picture of the album cover in the front. And the B-side is a song called Taxi Driver. And I think this one came in on 1, 2, 3, 4 Go Records, even though it doesn't really say that much here in the record itself. And initially they said that they would only have it for sale at the Longshot concerts. So I definitely picked up this one, and I picked up an extra one just in case, because I thought it was gonna be really rare at some point. But I saw that after the tour ended, they announced that they would have it for sale in their website. So you might still be able to get one of these ones online too. Really cool 7-inch single, and the sound is really good for a picture disc too. So yeah, those were the concerts and singles that I picked up at the shows. Again, an amazing experience. And then I went back home, and they announced that they were going to release the full album on vinyl. And of course, being a huge fan of vinyl, a huge fan of the Longshot, I had to pick it up. And here it is, the full-length album, debut album by the Longshot, Love Is For Losers. And this one doesn't really say anything about the record label, but I'm pretty sure it came out also on 1, 2, 3, 4 Go Records, but I could be wrong about that. 2018 release. Here's the back with the 11 tracks and nothing else. It didn't come in with like insert or anything. It did come in with the album download, which was really nice. Here's the hype sticker. 11 new songs from Billie Joe Armstrong, and the record labels right there, standard Longshot record labels and black vinyl. But yeah, in my opinion, it's a fantastic album. It might be one of the best things that Billie Joe has done in the last few 5 or at least 10 years. The songs are super catchy. It's just Billie Joe doing what he does best, which is composing extremely catchy melodic pop punk songs, but again, without the expectations of a full Green Day album. Straight to the point, just 11 tracks. Most of them are super fast-paced pop punk albums. They're not the classic anthemic Green Day songs like Know Your Enemy or Long View or songs like that. These are more, I would say, melodic indie rock combined with a lot of punk rock. But yeah, in my opinion, this is a fantastic album. It might be one of my favorite albums of the year so far. It ranks pretty high up there. It starts off really strong with Last Time, Taxi Driver, a super catchy song, Chasing a Ghost, great melodies in that song. Body Bag is a song that is a little bit of a slower, it slows down the tempo a little bit, but it's still a great tune. And then it gets to Love Is For Losers, which it might be one of the best songs that Billie Joe has composed in many years. This is the single from the main single from the album, and it's just they also released this music video from that song. It's a fantastic music video. Check it out. I'll put a link here in the description. Cult Hero, great song. Kill Your Friend, super catchy, similar to Cult Hero as well. Happiness, they also played it live, and it's great to see them play that song live too. It's really fun. Soul Surrender, Turn Me Loose, and then they end up with a great cover song of Goodbye to Romance, originally done by Ozzy Osbourne. They also played live that song. And great track list. Fantastic album by the Longshot. I highly recommend that you check it out because it's It just sounds great. It just sounds super fresh, super simple. It's not overly produced compared to a lot of the stuff that Green Day has been releasing in the last few years. And don't get me wrong, I do like a lot of the new Green Day stuff, but this just sounds a lot fresher than the stuff that Green Day has been releasing lately. One complaint that I have is that I do think that they should have included a song called Devil's Kind, which they released as one of the B-sides in the EPs that came out digitally before the album. They should have included that song here in the full-length album, maybe the 12th song, I don't know. But that's a great track. And regarding the theme of the album, it's clear that Billie Joe wrote a lot of the songs from this album when he was recovering, when he was in rehab. A lot of songs about being trying to recover from drug addiction, from alcohol, from drugs. You can really hear that in a lot of the songs here, like in Chasing a Ghost, and also from Soul Surrender. A lot of songs about hanging in there and trying to find hope to recover. So a lot of the lyrics from the album are very deep, very emotional, even though the music is super upbeat. And then one exception, of course, is the song called "Love Is for Losers," which is obviously about love and about finding love, really. Which is, again, in my opinion, one of the best things that Billie Joe does, which is write about his wife or about love in general. He's just so talented at doing that. Anyways, great album by the Longshot, "Love Is for Losers." Highly recommend that you check it out. But anyways, that is my comeback video, VC. I hope that you enjoyed that. Of course, it was a very special video for me to make because it's about one of my favorite bands or one of my favorite artists, and I hope it was for you as well. Hopefully I'll be back sometime soon because I have been buying a lot of new records. I've been going to a lot of concerts as well, so I have a few things to show you. Again, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.